Black screen.
Hello, and welcome to
Darkness.
a brand new Let's Play. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Oh, it's loading.
this is gear.
Exceed.
Yeah, so we're playing an Exceed game
Hell yeah.
from Falcom, which can mean only one thing because I mentioned it on the Discord for the last month.
Hyperdimension Neptunia? Oh, okay.
What? Wait, what?
Exceed game. Exceed. Yeah. Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. This is specifically the PSP version. I wanted to do the PC version, but my laptop hates that idea. So
Why does your laptop
we're
hate
settling
that
with
idea?
this.
You really do need a new laptop.
My laptop hates that idea because when I was trying to record the PC version, it had some sort of compression issue with the video.
Can I just say I've
So-
always been a fan of this kind of aesthetic where, like, it's like... It looks like a PS1 game, obviously, because PSP can't really render, the most beautiful high-end graphics, but I don't know why I've always thought this kind of aesthetic where it's like an overhead with, like, these kind of, like, sprite works, just, like, stuff like this, Final Fantasy Tactics, to name a few.
I was about to say this looks like Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh,
It kind of, yeah, it definitely has that.
And I've never played Final Fantasy Tactics.
How fucking dare you?
I've never played the original, but I played Advance.
I played War of the Lions.
Wah?
Or the Lions counts?
Yeah. So this is Estelle and
Cassius?
Cassius, something like that.
Wait, is it Estella?
later
'Cause
games-
It seems like it would be just Estelle.
Or no, yeah, that is Estelle, because I have a game that's literally called Estella. Or Extella, I mean.
They're all voice acted in later games, and they say the names for real, and I'm blanking on them.
Well, we'll know it when they say it.
So tell us about
Well, they
Legend
don't
of
talk.
Heroes, Landon.
The Legend of Heroes games is a actually long going series from Falcom. I'm gonna pull up the Legend of Heroes. It is split into sort of three categories of where the games lie. The original two games were actually they were side games for the Dragon Slayer series.
She did her best to
yeah.
say that word.
She is I'm trying to remember her age in this, 9 or something.
Oh,
She's young. So yeah, the Legend of Heroes franchise started off as a side story or spin-off set to Dragon Slayer. And then after the first two games, they just kind of dropped that, sort of how Persona has more or less dropped the
Shin Megami
identity
Tensei
of SMT.
yeah.
Yeah. Then they went into a 3-game set that had no ties story-wise to the first two. They kind of did their own thing, and then they started Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, which was the last numbered game in the series. It was number 6 in Japan. And it was the start of the current storyline for the Legend of Heroes games. Which all have trails somewhere in the title. Or, Kiski. Teski. Bad at Japanese words as well. In the title. So, this ties into the current available games, Trails of Cold Steel. There is the, Crossbell games, which still have yet to come out over here, and then there's the new upcoming one. Also, he just got...
Stop jumping on the bed!
What the
Yeah.
fuck is your problem? He is
Well,
injured.
If we were reading the text, we would know that he would not, he was, complaining about, her dad or some shit. Don't worry about it.
He's injured, though.
Do I hear yelling?
Complaining.
And the people's elbow.
Oh, I'd love to see that. So yeah, don't argue with her because she'll bring the smack down.
Because she is actually John Cena.
Oh.
Wait, but we can see her.
No, it's
Is this John Cena wearing a mask?
it's John Cena's lolly disguise.
She takes off the wig. It's actually Vince McMahon. It
What?
was me, Austin.
Oh God.
Opening cutscene. I cannot tell you how many times I had to watch this while trying to do the PC version.
Everything kept fucking
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Because this lagged. Like, there was such a desync between the video and audio, and so I probably sat through it like 5 or 6 times in one day.
You know, maybe it does do that. Maybe I'm just insane in the membrane. But I swear, not all PSP games, because some do look like shit. But I swear, PSP emulators, because it's being projected on a PC, almost make the game look better than it actually is.
PSP
So
games
this-
also have really beautiful, like the PSP is just really good at rendering movies for some reason. I mean, that's also why they did UMDs, but you know.
So this is the PSP version through the PlayStation TV.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's upscaled.
Yeah, it's upscaled.
There's a slight upscale. But, I mean, it's upscaled in the fact
Oh,
that...
she's
it's
activating her
still-
trap card.
Oh, yeah, these are all characters. Probably playable.
I know this is the PSP, but this isn't Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force.
Oh. Well, that's your problem, not mine. Because I decided I wanted to do this game. If you decide you want to do that game, then go for it.
Oh.
You know what? I will have my own PSP game, and it'll have blackjack and hookers.
You know, I mean, I know he did Forbidden Memories, but, like, I feel like unless he does, like, Duels to the Roses next, I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to sit through a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game when all you're staring at is just duels all the time.
I don't know.
She's cute.
Oh, that's Jack's waifu.
You can't just declare a waifu like that.
That's how you do it. You see a girl you like, you know, and you just, bam. That's what I did with Tarja.
Blam. Suck on that.
Well, that's that's an interesting phrase for this.
That's Lexine's
I was
quote.
gonna say Landon just straight up decided, I'm gonna do you one better. I'll make my own waifu.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I've made plenty of female characters, but I can't get behind the notion of acting that way towards your own characters. I don't know why. It's just, it's not the same. This is a pretty cutscene.
We're almost there.
This
So
is
close.
a long cutscene.
Like I said, imagine watching that 6 times with the audio and video being desynced, and like there's still like
26
more
episode anime
minutes.
based on that one trailer.
No, I'm sure. Both.
well, I mean that's what this
Oh.
franchise is. Like this one game would be like 2 seasons of One Piece. if the entirety of One Piece is what they plan the entire Trails sub-series to end up being, this is like 2 seasons worth.
Well, the thing about the Trail series is that they make both. They made both Exceed and any fan translations that wanted to do these games cry because it takes forever.
Did we have a time skip?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
So we did time skip forward.
I was gonna say she looks older.
That doesn't look
she
nine to
does.
me.
She is older.
Well, I mean, besides the portraits, you can't really tell because everybody's like the same size in these types of games.
They're all small little chibis.
Gotta love old-fashioned RPGs in the dozens of minutes that you are waiting
Hey.
to actually play actual gameplay.
Hey, wait a minute. That house is 3D.
Harmonica? This isn't
Clap,
Pokemon
clap, clap.
Coliseum.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Ocarina of Time, and then Landon would have decked you.
Welcome back to my Pokemon Coliseum Redux.
So,
I was gonna say Pokemon Coliseum's soundtrack is like 70% harmonica.
well, unless you're fighting Mirror B.
So yeah, So I should explain a little bit about the world, real quick.
Oh, look at
in
that
this
smug!
world,
Look at that smug!
she's the smug. Go look in a dictionary. That's the picture you'll see for smug.
Guys, let Landon explain what's going on in the world.
So the world, in this world, there is like normal militaries and bullshit like that, but there's also a like civilian branch of people that help other people, called bracers, and this is like a very important concept throughout the rest of the series. Cassius Bright, the old man of the house with that stash that you guys pointed out before we started the video, he is a top-ranking bracer. Joshua and Estelle,
Yeah.
or Estella, are going to become bracers. Like, they are literally about to take their like final test to actually get their junior bracer badges. So that is like the entire setup of this game,
Badges?
and then it sort of bleeds into the rest.
Badges,
of it. Yes,
first
badges.
day on it as embarking on a journey. This is Pokemon.
You cannot capture monsters, so sorry.
What if we are the monsters?
No, you beat them up.
Fair.
So it's like
That man
this is
did
really
not
like
age
the
the
same-
entire time skip. That's bullshit.
I mean, I know it's not exactly the same, but it's like how, what is it? They have like a main military, and then they're what, like the militia or something.
Sorry, you cut out what?
I said they're like
Main military and what?
the bracers are like the militia, right?
So, kind of.
Like mercenaries?
Bracers are not. Huh?
Like mercenaries?
Yes, they're like mercenaries. They are not affiliated with one country. They are in all countries or on the continent. And bracers can move from one branch to another, picking up jobs. So they
So-
are.
Yeah, so they're a fucking private military corporation.
Except they're not a private military because they work for the public.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is
Anyone can.
that's
Anyone can. Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say that's a lot more like mercenaries. Like it's pretty
Yeah.
much what that's kind of interesting though that they have like a special term for them.
Yeah. Because there are other types of mercenaries in the franchise called Jaegers. They do like dirty, underhanded like deeds.
Okay, I see now why they're using special terms for them. It's kind of like differentiate
Yes.
them.
They're different branches.
Yeah. So, but they're not related. Like Jaegers are usually seen as enemies of bracers.
Wait a minute.
because they are.
So this is like the
Higher
Bloods and the
power.
Crips.
Why would you bring
Okay.
them up?
Papa is sad though, guys.
Oh fuck. Whose neck do we have to snap?
I don't know.
It's like
Well,
rival gangs.
I could be wrong because I have. This must be main character on the brain whenever I see a character on the screen or on the cover. If I remember correctly, I only really. I mean, I could have been looking at the wrong picture, but I swear I saw her on the cover. So is she the main character?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, Joshua plays. They are both the protagonists. They're dual protagonists, but like the main focus is going to be on Estella for this, rather than Joshua.
okay, that's what I thought, because she was like front and center.
Does their mom still exist in this game, or like she already gone?
She's dead. She died before even before the time skip. When we started the game, she was already gone.
So, in other words, the mother was subjected to an off-screen basic anime plot where the mom has to die in order for the characters to get character development. Gotcha.
Sure. Also, Joshua is from another village. He's not related, obviously, by the hair color and everything. He was adopted. And that's sort of the scene that opened up, was him being brought into the household.
Whoa, guys.
To the Bright household.
16 minutes in, we have actual gameplay.
We can walk around.
Yeah, what do you think this is? Kingdom Hearts 2?
You use the triggers to change the camera. This is the menu. You can go to the status. You can see their portraits and all the fun stuff. We are heading to town because we need to, one, pick up a copy of we need to pick up a newspaper, a copy of the local newspaper, and we also need to...
Do we get to see any of
yes.
like the actual fighting mechanics in this part?
No.
Is it
I forget.
is it like action oriented, or is it more like turn based? Because I've never played this.
So
Well, cool.
it's kind of a mix. It is on a turn-based like set.
Yeah.
But you can change, like, you can do actions to change the turn order.
Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, this is before Cold Steel, but Cold Steel has a similar system.
Cold Steel works basically on a fundamental level the same way this game does.
Yeah.
Where it has, it has like all of the dressings of this. It just has it, improved over time.
I'm not 100%.
So I'm gonna go around. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I'm not 100% sure because I've never seen this game actually in action. But is the movement system and positioning system the same?
It shows the tiles that you can go to. But otherwise, yes, you have crafts, you have arts that you can use that have like AoE effects to some of them.
This is sounding a lot like Neptunia, like gameplay wise.
Well, I'm pretty sure this is before Neptunia.
Once we get there, you guys you'll see exactly. It's, I believe the next part is when I start doing fights. We have to go to the guild first before we can start doing fights.
Well, like I said, I got Cold Steel under my belt, so I'm sure I'll recognize some of the mechanics.
Yeah. You'll probably also recognize some of the names in some of the characters because they do get brought up in Cold Steel. Cassius Bright gets brought up because he actually subscribes to the same sword style that Reem Swartzer, the main character of the Cold Steel games, is a practitioner of.
Oh, continuity.
I know. That's why I started with Trails in the Sky, first chapter, or it's known as first chapter in the re-release, the Vita re-release that happened in Japan, because the second one is called second chapter. So I started here because some of the story plots that happen in this game do carry over, like, heavily into the future, because it's all on a calendars. Like, it's all interconnected. There's a couple years difference going to the trails and the the Cold Steel games and the Crossbell arc, but they are still like connected to the Trails in the Sky games.
Yeah, they're just like their own independent arcs.
Yeah. Another major thing is Orbnets exist. They are the substitute for electricity in what would be like things that run off of electricity or gas in our world, run off of these Orbnets in this world. So planes, streetlights, later on washing machines, refrigerators, that type stuff. Everything runs off of that power source.
Yeah,
and you can also use it for magic.
It's that medieval kind of like
Magic runs on the equivalent of electricity.
More or less.
Amazing.
Like there's physical stones that make up an Orbnet. I'll show it off in a later part, upcoming here soon.
It's like everybody's using Magitech. It's like a fantasy setting, but almost like a futuristic vibe to it.
Well, it's
So
kind of like a
this
steampunk thing, actually.
Yeah, it has a bit of a steampunk flair. So this is the map of Liberal, the country that the Trails in the Sky games take place. You will notice the Republic of Calvard is on one side, and then if I can scroll up far enough on the sort of the northeastern side, that is where the Empire of Erebonia exists. And Erebonia is
Do not
where
have that.
the
Do not have that.
Cold Steel games take place.
Yeah, I remember
All
that.
right, so we're going to go into the Bracer Guild in the next video.